Hear me now? Yeah, okay. Sorry, my computer had an update, and every time it has an update, things get all messed up. So annoying. Because every time it does it, it changes my defaults. It changes my default devices, and it's so annoying, because it's like, I set my default. That's the default. What the hell? Okay, anyway, so other than the update, how's your morning? My morning's going okay. I asked you how your morning was going. I'll ask you again. How's your morning going, Deanna? Seriously, it's the default. It's in the... Yeah, I know. That's why it's so annoying. Like, if it were one thing if I were like, oh, you know, I really should set it to default, even though it'll take me like 2 seconds to do. But I do that, and then my computer changes it on its own. It's stupid. Just found out a multiple month study failed, and I have to redo it, so next week I'm gonna have to go in at like 4 a.m. But at least I have D&D this week. I'm so sorry. Yeah, our D&D's tonight, and hopefully it goes well. Maybe we will do a run through New Asgarth and just try to get some tames. I was watching It's Your Buddy Steve play Ark earlier. If you haven't, go to It's Your Buddy Steve and follow him. He's live right now, and he is a friend of the channel. But yeah, we can go hit this, we can go hit New Asgarth, and by the time we get back, our armors should be done. But yeah, anyway, so we'll go do New Asgarth. What I think I'm gonna do today is go over to the Priest King in his little cave, kill him, take his fancy tiara, and then we'll go down to the unnamed city and we'll do some farming down there. Because we have a lot of things to get. There's a lot of legendaries that I would like to get. We need weapon repair kits. We have some armor repair kits, but more is always better. We'll have to figure out some sort of... Jesus. Pathway to get through the unnamed city. But we won't have such a large load like we have been. So, we'll be at a nice light load. We can go do some exploring. We're gonna go try to get some fragments of power. That sort of thing. Alright. Yeah, those guys stunning me out of my attacks is no good. Don't like it. I might switch to that legendary mace. Or at least bring it with us. Alright, here, you can have your beaten stick. I'll have this one. And together, we will have a good time. Nice. Yeah, I'll take heavy leather. We're always gonna need that stuff. Let's go hit the other side first, I guess. Did they notice me? Those guys did. Yeah, good. Okay. Let's just all get them clumped up. Ooh, that guy had star metal. Oops. 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 You're not anybody important, right? You're just a carpenter too.
Carve it on your pyre. It will have your heart out.
Yeah, so we really do gotta check these guys because that guy's got star metal ore. I didn't know these guys could drop star metal. It must be very rare because that's the first time I've seen it, and I've killed a lot of Nordheimers.
I never wanted to be here.
Yeah, well. Smelter, alchemist. You're a blacksmith, but what kind? You don't have a name, so whatever. Or are you an armorer? Nope, blacksmith. Edge Smith. Come in here, buddy. Come on. Yep. Yep, you're gonna wanna get stuck. You're stuck. I'm knocking this guy out because I don't want to accidentally hit my Edge Smith. But that is amazing. What an awesome turn of events. We have our named blacksmith, who now, when I make items at him, will have the increased stats. So they'll have, I don't know what the Edgesmith's specialty is. I'm gonna guess damage. So weapons will do more damage. Tools, well, everything will do more damage that he makes. Everything will have more durability. Everything will have a little bit more armor penetration. They just do everything more better. And let me get back, because I totally last night, all night, was in the star metal area and was looking for meteors all night. I definitely didn't just open up the admin panel and spawn in some star metal bricks for myself. Definitely didn't do that. I definitely found it off stream. Took forever. I hope you appreciate the dedication. So we can remake all this stuff when he gets tamed up. And that'll be nice. That'll be nice. You know what? Maybe we'll switch back to mace rather than axe. We'll do star metal mace next time, and we'll give this star metal axe to somebody. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah. He's got a blue thing. So, Edgesmith. It's got a shield cracking, so that tells me that it might do more armor penetration. That'd be pretty cool. And he's got to do some specialty thing too. Quicker knockouts? I'm not sure what that means. Whatever. It's good, whatever it is. We just gotta figure out what it is. Alright, we can throw that in there, this in there. Where's our potion box? Yeah, we should probably leave the glowing essence in here, actually, because that's just a material. That's not actually a potion. And I know it's not a potion because in the beginning of the game, there's a journey step to gather a potion, and if you get glowing essence, it doesn't count. We got some pork feast. Speaking of feast, I'm gonna take a chomp out of that. Go. Yeah, I don't really have anybody doing anything right now. I could, it's just I don't know what I'm gonna need. Just don't know what I'm gonna need. Sure, we'll turn that on. What we do need is bricks. I do know that. Did we make any more consolidant? If not, that's what you're going to be doing. Yep, we got 1,000 here. Good, good, good. There you go. Now you work on that. Those stations are going to need coal because he's nearly out. Very nearly out. And he's out. These guys are ready to get equipped. Nope, I'm not. Alright, get our archers their armor. These ones are going to need better weapons too, although they're mostly going to be using a bow, so it's fine. Oh, we need one more suit of armor. We got one more person over here to equip. Do that there. Let's get our lians placed along the wall. Move and guard. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I don't know why I tried. And I can just go up these stairs here. I think all of them are going along this wall, aren't they? I think they are. Samwise? Of course I need wood. He's got exactly one. mean, it's gonna be hard to tell these guys apart. They got the same name, they got the same armor. You are going to attack all enemies, and you are going to do so. Engagement level of high. Yeah, this whole wall on this side is unguarded. Oh, they broke one of my fire pits. The Purge did, I just noticed. Sumerian Bearer. Oh, okay. Not follow, not follow. Behavior, attack all enemies. You're actually good where you're at. Yeah, and you're good too. So we'll just fill in as we get more people, because this can use a little bit more people here. Probably like 2 more to really fill it out, 2 or 3. And then over here, these guys are pretty good. You know, maybe 2 more on this side. So about 5 more to really get a good ring to protect our house. We also need to build more spikes and stuff if we wanted to do that. Anyway. All right. Let's grab this. We're gonna put it in here. Get another set of armor. And then I need coal, so let's go grab some. There's some here, there's some on this ridge, right? Right in front of me. We're gonna need a lot. That forge that we built goes through coal so fast. And then there's like a pass up here that's got some by the rot branch. So I don't want to get too close to him. Yeah, where is that? That must be on the other side of him or something. We'll go up this way. Take a look. Huh. Where does this lead? Oh. Bat demons. Well, bird demons. Yeah.
Die outside.
Knock them out. I put them in our wheel. Can't do that. Alright. These guys probably give demon blood. Yeah, sure do. And they got little feather piles. Here, can I pickaxe it? Sure can. Okay, so easy source of feathers. Let's give you your proper weapon. I kind of want to check out this cave. What's that? Hollow bone arrows. Arrows made from the hollowed bones of a winged demon. Huh. I don't know if I've ever seen those before. Let's go take a peek. Lockstone Cave. Oh, maybe this is the dungeon that we were talking about before. I mean, it looks like a dungeon. Or, no, this is the shortcut to... No, this isn't the shortcut. There aren't any bird demons in the shortcut. Oh yeah, you look like a boss. Should we go poke it? I don't have any pork for him, but... No arrows. That must be pretty rare. Yeah, we got a lot of birds. That one's definitely different, though. Well, maybe not. Hits that angle, he doesn't look that different, does he? Yeah, these bird demons are kind of tough. They got a lot of health, anyway. I'm not really sure how hard they were hitting me. Oh. Are you a boss? You are a boss. How much health do you have? 11,000? Come here, Sandwise. We're gonna check it out over here. Get the ad first. Okay, how hard does he hit? Kinda. We can get him though.
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
I think my thrall's pushing him backwards. Man, that swoop hits all around him. I'm stuck.
Will be as meaningless as
Oh shit, they drop a fragment of power. Skeleton key. Specialist ammunition 4. A scrawled note of flimsy paper. Black blood. Learn specialist ammunition 4. Black blood. Bloodman Berserker. Crushing swings. Your heavy attack stagger for longer. Nice, we got a lot of black blood from that. Fragment of power, we can farm that fragment of power. That'd be a nice easy farm, and then we can go down to the unnamed city and turn them all in if we want to. Or use this as a resource to just keep that going. We get a skeleton key too, so I assume there should be a box somewhere. Somewhere around here. Also, if he dropped a fragment of power in that special ammunition, I bet he drops a legendary item. He just didn't drop it for us that time. Oh yeah, there it is. Black Brow's Fury. Black Brow Fury. We'll take a look at that when we're not in combat. Am I supposed to climb up here? I don't see a path. Normally you can't climb in like dungeons, but this is just a cave, I suppose. So I don't see, well, there might be a pathway that way. Might open up a little bit. But cool, we probably got the important thing that's in here. That 3 skull boss. All the bow and arrows. Okay, yeah, it's just pretty rare. I mean, we could try a different tool other than an axe to get the arrows, but that's fine. Yeah, the shortcut cave I think is up in the snow somewhere. I don't think it's this far south. Anyway, so we got that. Okay, so it's right in front of the rot branch here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Really? I mean, come over here then. Potent compost. Nice, we're almost max level. 15 more to go. And we have all the important perks by now. Did you get a level at all? You did. You got one. Alright, what all did we get? throw the stack of 1,000 in there. It's only gonna burn for 2 hours. I might as well just give it all to him. I was gonna give some to the other furnace, but they're good for a while. The shield. Let's look at the shield. A legendary shield with an interesting strap mechanism. Weight 2, legendary shield smash. The Black Bra was not always a bandit. In his life before the Border Kingdoms, he was an armorer and a blacksmith. He was inventive and liked to try out new designs for shields and weapons. More often than not, his designs failed, leading to the deaths of those who bought his goods. This led to a drop in custom, so he was forced to close his doors. Ironically, the last thing he had worked on was a specialized shield with straps that gave the wielder more freedom of movement during battle. His theory was that it would allow for more flexibility in combat. Black Bra left the shield along with all of his other inventions, closed his shop, and went to become one of the most feared bandits in the history of the Border Kingdom. His debtors sold all of his inventions. So I still don't know what that's supposed to do, what that legendary is supposed to do. We should go turn in these hearts. Demon blood, black blood. I don't remember what we need black blood for. It's probably important because it seems hard to get. Because we've only found it on those bird guys. And on those scary summoned Oni demon guys. So who knows? Potent compost, arrows. We have an arrow box for this. The arrows are good. Do they have any special effect? These arrows were not crafted as much as ripped from the dead bodies of the winged children of yeah, so that is where that boss was that we were talking about. So he's probably deeper in the cave, unless it was the boss that we killed and we just didn't get the drop. I don't remember what item we were talking about. I don't remember. But I think he drops something. So we can go up to him occasionally and kill him. At the very least, it seems like he drops a fragment of power, which is nice. The armor is done. We need to replace our archer's weapons. Let's go spear, spear, spear. Yeah. It's gonna drop that iron broadsword. I don't even care. For some reason, I gave that archer a mace. I should give it to somebody else. Yeah, this one's got a mace too. Okay, we gotta give the people down below maces, because they're gonna use them way more effectively. Or at all. Can I reach your inventory? Not quite. Alright. That's at least 1 and 2. What about you? Yep. Yep, okay. Oh, you got legendary daggers. She has those because I think they break easy. And you got a warhammer. Alrighty, so bearer, you have also a mace. You can keep that. Actually, I'm gonna give you a less good one. I'll give somebody up front that nicer mace. Leon. Ezio's got that great sword. Ed, you got a spear. That's cool. Leon, you have a legendary spear. That's fine. You, Leon, guarding the gate, will take this nicer mace. Robert, you got a mace. Leon, you got a mace. Drago, you got a mace. Sully, you have an axe. We'll trade you with that mace. What do you guys have? Mace? Mace, good. Okay. Sounds good. Now I gotta go give these guys their weapons.
Yep. Whoop.
You have a spear.
Whoop.
Yep, okay, so... It's so dark over here. I gotta replace those. I should move the, I should move the fires up to the wall so they don't get destroyed again. Or something. And just put regular torches out there so if they get destroyed, no big deal. I'll eventually have to make a trebuchet too to shoot it for a journey step. What journey step are we stuck on? Plant seeds. It's an easy one to do. We can do that. Did we build planters with this? I think we have the thing unlocked. Sorry, I said I was gonna go kill bosses, and now here I am not doing that. I guess we killed one in that cave. It counts. Battle spatula. Crafted with construction hammer, yep. Must be in, is there like a farming? There is farming, okay. So, planter, that's a crude planter. This is an improved planter. Might as well do the improved ones. 100 hardened bricks! Ugh. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it, but jeez. And then what it was, 25 insulated wood, 10 steel reinforcement. It's expensive. Alright, and then we'll put it over here. Beautiful. Grab out some compost. I haven't really been making compost. I have some, but I could have a lot more. I don't remember what makes the bugs show up, but we should at least keep one in there in case that's what it is. I don't remember what exactly makes the grubs show up. And even though we have a much better way to get oil than from like catching fish and stuff, those grubs are useful for other things, I think. So we'll just keep some around. If you look distracted by building an organization, who would have guessed? You know what? I take that personally, and I'm not sure if I like your tone. What do we want to plant? Aloe seeds, highland berry bushes. Probably aloe. You know, we had frost lotus seeds somewhere, or some sort of lotus seed. I don't remember where though. The seeds were in a stupid place, like this box. Highland berry, false, leavening plant. All these are super easy to get. Sure, it's glory. Just move all this stuff out. I don't know what it's doing in here in the first place. We have so much silk now. Let's just throw the aloe seeds in there, because we're always gonna need aloe seeds for making potions and stuff. Speaking of, we should probably make some better potions while if we're gonna go down there and screw with bosses, because we have all the ingredients for it. We also have to craft them up. Okay, next journey step. Fire a trebuchet. Well, then we're there. Alright. Everybody's good. We can just put this stuff away. We need, for our improved concentrated aloe extract, 1 alchemical base for each. We can make like the really good ones, but it's 15 alchemical base for each one. And no, not until at the very least we get the precision bench, where it's going to cost less. Have all this hide we can throw over here. Get these benches working for us. You know what, let's grab this whole stack out. Half stack. And then let's go, I don't know, make 30 of these, and then we should be able to make the numbing wraps as well. Which are not as good as the stutter wraps. Yeah. We'll make 10 of those. We can make an alchemical base. We have a bunch of stuff laying around to do that. We have all this bone meal we can get rid of as well, and our planters. There, perfect. We got more bars, good. I see he made some hardened steel because we left our hardened, or our black ice in there. That's fine, that's fine. I kind of would have preferred not to, because we have a ton of hardened steel right now. Just so much. Simon, look at all this. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Take this pork with us. Yeah, otherwise, I think we're good. This can actually, most of this can go in there. Try to keep our stacks up. Different stuff. We can make more exotic feast too if we wanted to, but I'm not gonna, well, I'm not gonna make it, but I am gonna top myself off on this buff. Okay. Let's repair our things, and then we can head out. Grab our stuff. How are we doing on those potions? Pretty much done. Oh, it's done. Never mind. Those back. We're gonna have the nicer wraps here. I will replace these. That Crimson Lotus. There we go. We could take an extra stack. We might as well. It's not that heavy. Was there anything else we were going to take with us? We got our better healing stuff. We got our Fragments of Power this time. We got pork. Samwise, we can put a little bit more food in him. We're going to have to get some more grilled steaks soon. We can always stop out and grab some more if we need to. We never did move Discount Aragorn out of his summer home. We'll have to do that at some point. Anyway, let's go. I think we're good. Just double, triple check. We got everything that we need. I think we're good. Okay. We're going to the unnamed city. Let's do it. And then on the way back up, we'll go get the Priest King. Let's go turn in our fragments since we're right here. No reason not to. I guess I could have grabbed my daggers. That's the only other thing. Oh, and that mace. We were gonna bring the mace. Oh, too late now. Whirlwind Blades. Venom Infused two-handed sword. Petrified egg. We already learned Petrified egg. Whirlwind Blades. Venom Infused sword. So the Venom Infused stuff is what we want, but we want the daggers. Venom Infused daggers. I don't know what the Whirlwind Blades are. Let's take a look. Where is that? Down here? Venom Infused two-handed sword does 48 damage, so not a lot of damage. Oh yeah, we can make Throne of Skelos now. Whirlwind Blades. Dual wield weapons. Health damage 45, seems okay. Anyway. Corruption is so annoying. I just want to get out of this corruption as fast as possible.
Hey!
Alright, we're gonna have to lose these guys before we go killing. You know, actually, we can just kill these ones. There's not that many. We could grab some skulls, but we haven't really been doing sorcery. I think we have like 20 of them. You know, you, Samwise, go attack the boss. Keep him busy. I'll take care of the ads. Our extra stagger doesn't really work so well on things that don't stagger. Alright, armor repair kit, fragment of power, lasting feast. Not exactly what we were looking for, but that's okay. Hey, we got another one though. That's a nice find out of this box. So we're gonna need some of those throughout for our playthrough. This will be handy for sure. Let's go kill these guys. Alright, now we play the fun game of find the bosses in the unnamed city. We can go take on Red Mother. I did forget my daggers. So it would be a little harder because I would want to stack up bleed on her, and with the axe this is a little hard sometimes since only 2 of your attacks do bleed and those are the last 2 of your combo, so you gotta invest a little bit before you can get those going. Oh, your Glutton of Punishment activates for fall damage. That's good to know. Up here, there should be a box, I think, by these skeletal guys, these skeletal lizards. That undead guy took a while to die. Okay, these guys aren't gonna bleed us. Yeah, they're hitbox. And they don't stagger at all. Alright, I know there's a box somewhere around here. Just don't remember where it is. Maybe on top of one of these towers? I think I saw it. Nope, I didn't. So I didn't see them on top. I could have swore there was one over here. I just don't remember where it's at. These towers can sometimes be a real pain to climb because they have this little ledge here, and sometimes your character gets stuck on it, and like, you can climb on a horizontal surface, like underneath of it. But your character really doesn't like to, and sometimes it just throws you off, and it's really annoying. I know there's one over on that tower over there somewhere. Yeah, I could have swore there was one over here, but I don't know where it is. I can't see it. They do hide them pretty well.
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
Oh, we got a level. What do we want to do? It helps after you dodge, slightly increases your stamina pool. This will receive increased healing. That'll probably work well for when they heal off of our hits. Otherwise, it's a rolling thrust, which in heavy armor we don't really want to do. So we'll get authority. That'll raise his damage, raise his stats a bit. You know what? Actually, I guess we don't need to go searching around because in single player we just got to get out of range, and then those guys will respawn back. So we can just keep killing that same guy over and over. I just wish I knew where the chests were, because the chests are sometimes good sources of like free fragments of power. Well, they're good to go check, and some of them are just unguarded, so they're really easy to just walk up and be like, just grab it. Is he back? He's not back yet. We've been too close. We gotta find something to go back and forth from. Trying to remember where everything is. It's been so long. Too bad these guys don't drop anything. They look like they should. Okay, so behind this, there might be something. I think we're gonna get a little corrupted if we go over there. Which is okay if we find where that thing is. We could go back and forth from the bat demon. Actually, because he drops that, somebody's just talking about that mask that he drops that allows you to breathe underwater. If we go do the Dagon dungeon, it would be nice to have that. Otherwise, we could just see how bad the rad mother is to go take on. Because we get corrupted from fighting that thing too, so I don't know if I want to like try to farm that right now. We would want a dancer to do that to keep our corruption down. Ooh, I do recognize that. There's a box down there. There are these praying guys. And I think behind here there should be a chest. At least there was. Did they move it? I could have swore there used to be one right over here. Maybe it's like more over this way? I don't see it. I wonder if they moved all of the, like a lot of the boxes and stuff. To make it maybe less easy to farm them? That sucks. Unless I just ran by it and didn't see it. But I'm like 90% sure that there was a box right around this area, because I remember fighting these guys. Like rounding them up and killing them. Oop. Huh. That sucks. Okay, well, now we know, I guess. Again, unless I just didn't see it. And this guy hasn't come back yet. I'm not getting far enough away. Did I hear multiple? I thought I did. Maybe not. I have no idea where I'm going. Where's the moon? Level 19. 4192 health. It's pretty good. Not as much as Robert. We're getting a lot of levels, though. And the amount of concussive damage you deal. That'll be nice. Yeah, I can't see anything. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do that. Day-night cycle. Our night speed, we're gonna go to 0.2. Or does that slow it down? Maybe that's what's going on. Because that should be moving faster. Nighttime hours in Conan between changes multiplier will multiply the time between the hours spent. Okay. So I actually want to do it like 0.5, or let's say 0.2, and then like 1.8, or let's just say 2. Yep, there it's going. So I've been making my nights longer. I've been making my nights longer instead of shorter. It's so hard to tell, because just like an arc, in Conan, the multipliers mean different things for each individual setting. That's why it's been feeling like it's been night all the time. Because it has been. But yeah, the multipliers aren't consistent about what things mean. Like sometimes you raise the number and it increases the time, and sometimes you increase the number and it decreases the time of whatever you're trying to do. So it's very, very confusing. They've since changed that when you go mouse over something, you get like a tooltip, which is helpful. Telling you at least what you're doing. Beforehand, it wasn't any of that. It would just say like day-night cycle, and that's it. That's all you get. It's like, well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, you just gotta figure it out. Incredibly annoying. I'm not sure which one of these is the Red Mother. I think I'm gonna go give it a try. Worst case scenario, we can run away. I think it's this one. Down here, we should probably kill the babies. As long as I'm doing damage, he's gonna heal up. Yeah, he's got a pretty good health pool, as is. Oh, I just threw that on the ground. That's not what I meant to do. Those bones are kind of heavy, aren't they? We can throw this on the ground. We don't need that. What we do need to do is force feed him some pork. Maybe we should keep these on us so that he's got a space in case we need to, quickly do something about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. This one just doesn't seem as big, does it? I can't tell. We'll go poke it.
Yep.
Sammy boy, good morning. Hey, how are you doing? We are roaming around the unnamed city, and I am realizing that I don't remember where anything is. Because, like, I tried to check a couple of chest locations that I thought used to be around, but we didn't find any chests there. And I could have swore there were, and now they're just not there anymore. I don't know if they got rid of them, or if I'm just misremembering. That's gotta be Red Mother. That one's way bigger. Way bigger. Yeah, okay. We'll go attack her. Worst case scenario, we run away. I don't like that I'm getting corrupted though. Can we move this over here? Are you gonna follow us? Freaking tail slaps. It's so hard to tell what they're doing because they're big. Am I gaining corruption from her attacks, or no? It's got to be from the area.
Die, outsider.
What are you doing? Fire breathe?
Oxyballs.
Tail? Yeah. Paw attack. Samwise, how are we doing? Oh, you're doing fine. I misread that. I thought she was fire breathing. Samwise is broken. He's not attacking or anything. Can't hit anything. Slaps? No, angry. tried not to get him in the fire blast, but... Just die already. Well, that would have been a lot easier. Weapon repair kit. Blade of the Seven Winds. And then we're gonna want some of this stuff. Wild-type lands. Cool. Hey, Samwise, what the hell happened there? And I was just running around. Like, I just wanted to see if you could do it. Throw this out of our inventory. You know what? We'll keep the red dragon head. I'll make a mount of it. Dragon bone weapons are our thing, so we'll keep that. She's really not that tough. Like, she didn't hit very hard. The undead dragon's a lot harder. From what I remember, anyway. Which, to learn how to make dragon weapons, we're gonna need to go kill the undead dragon. Okay, he is back. I was gonna say, has he not respawned yet? There's gonna be ads coming around the corner. Yep. I'm ready. Just one? No, there should be a second one, I think. Yeah, there he is. You think you can fool me? I'm onto your tricks. Man, I hope Samwise gets a good perk. Hey, we got a couple of weapon repair kits. Nice. That is what we want. And nothing in here. I don't know if the chest reset, actually. Let's take all the stuff out of it. Just to make sure. Next time we come back around. What is this sword? Armor negation. Armor penetration 100%. A finely crafted, almost paper-thin blade with tremendous cutting power that would negate almost any armor. This cutting power is not without drawback, however, as the damage of the blade is also reduced. So it only does 26 damage, but 100% armor penetration. Kind of interesting. I can see it being useful against particular bosses with extremely high armor values. He's over halfway to his last level. Has she respawned yet? Yes. Alright, I want to get her... Are you fighting me, or are you just growling and undead? I wish I had remembered the daggers. And it's hard to hit her. Are you spinning? Or are you growling? Okay. This is a spin. Oh, that's fire breath. Samwise, attack her, please. Or do anything. Why isn't he doing anything? Is she like too big? I don't understand what's happening. Maybe, I guess we have to be down in her arena? What about over here in the sand? Okay, there it goes. So he just like gets broken on the stairs. Die, outsider, he says. Maybe he means outsider in like the D&D sense. You know, like the Red Mother comes from a different plane or something. Oh, that was convenient. He pulled her right as she finished her breath, so she breathed at nothing. Can be a little better, because I seem to miss a lot when I'm actually hitting her. I don't know. Kind of weird. She doesn't give as much XP as I thought she would, but that's okay. What's in here? I see a chest. Can I open that? I don't get keys from her. It's kind of weird. She didn't drop a legendary for us that time either. Yeah, there's a tiny little chest right here. Relic fragment. Which one did I get? I didn't see it. Did anybody see that? Where's the setting for hide helmet? The setting is use the fashionist mod and then check this box in the style. But I think you're playing on PlayStation, so I'm not sure if you have that option. Hey. I'm not sure if there's an actual option in the in the settings to do that. You could try to use the thaumaturgy table to transmog your helmet into something that is, for example, the Vanir Light helmet, quote-unquote helmet, are earrings, as well as you can get an eye patch, you can get, the black hand has also earrings. It's like a gold hoop earring. The Vanir ones are like little, it's like a little chain with a fang on it. So that would be no helmet? Question mark? Pretty close to you. Where's the other one? Yep. What's our weapon doing? We're at half. I'm not using a legendary repair kit on this thing, especially now that we have our Edge Smith. The only reason I have a server on PS4 is I have 4 friends who play with me. Yeah. So, since I don't think you can do mods, I could be wrong. Maybe you can, but I don't think you can. The thaumaturgy table is probably what you want to do, and then transmog all of your helmets to be something very low, like the earrings. Another fragment. We're up to 6 fragments. This box is make sure to drop all this stuff. We'll drop those 2. Drop that brick, we don't need it. There's a config settings on server for PS4, but I haven't seen any online. Like for mods, are you talking about? Config settings on server. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying, I guess. Because you'll be able to change a lot of settings, but I don't think there's like a hide helmet option for that, if that's still what you're talking about. So sorry I'm not understanding exactly what you're saying. Also, my phone keeps blowing up. What's that? Hold on, I gotta make sure it's not something important. It's not. Okay. My dad is having he's been having a lot of medical issues lately. And so, my phone starts spamming texts. I gotta check in case something happened or something's back in the hospital or whatever. Yeah, how Arc, where you can do GFI codes. Arc, where you can do GFI codes, like cheat codes. You can hit, I think there's a, if you're talking about like a console code, like console commands, I think there's a way to open that on Conan. I don't remember the button sequence. Alright, get over here. Okay, now we know we can't fight you on the stairs. So this should go a lot smoother, as long as you can fit your fat body through that space. I wouldn't mind if you would drop your super cool helmet. Dragon scale helmet. That'd be pretty neato. Box of balls. I've been Googling, but I haven't found anything. Maybe I'm just thinking hard. Samurai should be max level soon, maybe after this kill. I'm trying to keep bleed stacks on her. I should change up the combo into that a little quicker. So, heavy, light, heavy, heavy. And there we go. Got the bleed stacks going. Singed my ass a little bit. That's okay. Oh. Didn't notice. Didn't matter. Good job, Samwise. Max level now. Yeah, sorry, Sammy. I'm not sure how to help you. It's been a long time since I've played on PS4, and then even that, like, things have changed. So, like, I don't even have, even if I remembered, that may not even be good advice for you anymore. We don't need all of the heads. Actually, I do want to keep 2. I'll just keep the 3. It's fine. 4,200. You probably didn't get a good perk, huh? Roll with the blows. Your follower is very flexible and can shrug off damage more easily. That's actually not a bad one. Now, okay, so here's the thing. He's got 60 vitality. 63 total. But he only has 4,200 health. What's up with that? He should have way more than that. At 63 vitality. Like, we'll go check Robert. Because Robert's got more health than him, and I doubt his vitality is that high. Even with all of his awesome perks that he got. So, I'm a little confused about what's going on there. We can throw that away. Let's try to get down to a light load again. It's volatile glands. We don't need that many. We will throw one of these heads away. Lasting Feast. Guess. We can throw the steel bars away. I don't know why I'm keeping this. It's not like I'm going to keep it and give it to somebody else. In this single player game I'm playing. Dragon Horns. I should probably keep the Dragon Horns. Actually. I bet those will be needed if we decide to make dragon weapons. Those are going to be useful for that. And now, I guess we'll just throw the pork in here, and Samwise can eat whatever he wants. I could throw some of these dragon bones away. I'm not gonna need that many, and if we do need that many, we can go farm them. There's an easy dragon spawn up where we are, so not too concerned. Just kidding. Just playing a practical joke.
Poxy balls.
How many fragments are we up to? Okay, we almost got 8. Our weapon is getting a little damaged. Not a lot of damage, just a little bit. And we still gotta go kill the Priest King. Which shouldn't take long. But it is a thing that we have to do. So, let's get up to, let's go one more Red Mother and one more of these guys, or 2 more of these guys. One more after this kill. So we have 10. We'll turn in the 10. Because I don't remember how many recipes you can get from the Fragments of Power. Is it like 20? And the thing is you're gonna get a lot of duplicates, which sucks. I really just want those Venom Infused Daggers. That's what I'm really after.
Yeah.
And then any living creature boss fight that we have is gonna be a lot easier after that. I forgot about the ads. Don't look at me.
Your death will be as meaningless as your life.
Really, he should say your death will be as meaningless as your first death.
Right, joy of slaying.
Another legendary weapon repair kit. We're getting lucky with those because sometimes they just don't want to drop for you ever. And I'm liking it. It's great. Okay, the chest hasn't respawned yet. That's fantastic. So now we can use at least 2 of them for our Seth's truncheons. We could stop by. Actually, we will stop by Seppermeru just to clear our corruption. But then we'll do a couple of runs on the guy and try to get another truncheon, because then we won't have to worry about repairing it because we'll have a brand new one. Because preferably you would like to keep those for your actual legendary weapons rather than truncheons. We also haven't got the other legendary truncheon yet either. You can find one in the boxes, the boss boxes. That is pretty good. I don't know how it compares to the one that we have. Probably pretty close. You know what? I gotta play this unlocked. I don't know why I keep locking on. It's gonna be a lot easier. Good advice for if you ever decide to play Dark Souls and you're having trouble. Try to play unlocked. Try to get used to playing unlocked. Not against everything, but like against big bosses and stuff. It might make your life easier. If you're having trouble. Up to 13 bleed stacks. That's gonna fall off here. Nope, saved it. Man, getting up to those bleed stacks with an axe is tough. Another legendary weapon repair kit. No legendary weapon, however. Didn't want to drop the helmet. She can drop a legendary helmet that gives you like a ton of heat and cold protection. I think it's a medium helmet. She also drops a couple of other things that are really good too, I think. But for the time being, at least, we're done farming her. We'll do one more on this guy up here. And then we'll turn in our fragments. Hopefully we get some good recipes from them. We found out that that bird boss next to our house drops fragments of power, so if those recipes require them, we have a place to get them. That's right nearby. So yeah, after this kill, we'll go to Seprimeru. Go try to get a truncheon. We'll do like 5... Well, we'll do like, I don't know, 10 runs on him. How about? We gotta clear our corruption. And then we'll go up, kill the Priest King. Then we'll head home. You got it, Samwise. I believe in you. Nope. Another weapon repair kit. That's great. I'm very happy about this. Did you reset? You did not. Alright. We go turn on our fragments and we leave. Our weapon's pretty damaged at this point. Should be more than enough for a Priest King. Although after basement guy, it's gonna take a little bit more damage. We'll probably be alright. We could always switch to that legendary sword we got, the 7 Winds, or just let Robert kill him. Like, that's not out of the question either. He can probably do it by himself. He doesn't need my help for that guy. Okay, pray to the RNG. We need some good drops. Whirlwind Blades, we already had it. Colored candles, goody. Venom Infused Daggers, there we are. Decorative Grindstone. Way Markers. Venom Infused War Axe, nice. Venom Infused Sword. Petrified Egg, again. Merchant Signs. Venom Infused Daggers, again. Okay. We got some good ones. We got some good ones. There we go. Venom Infused Sword. Venom Infused War Axe. Waymakers, which is, I think, is a decorative thing. Decorative Grindstone. Venom Infused Daggers. Colored Candles. Not bad. Not bad. We'll throw these away. We don't, because these are extras. We don't need them for anything. I will certainly take it. And then let's get our authority up. And we're gonna do increased attributes. We're gonna do well-trained. You know what? Actually, we could do agility for that rolling thrust, but yeah, we've already started, so it's fine. We'll just get Samwise to do more damage. Nothing wrong with that. Does it tell me how to make that stuff? No, it doesn't. It just is. Yeah, Venom Infused War Axe. The damage isn't as much, but it's going to build up poison every hit. So that's pretty nice. Venom Infused Sword, Venom Infused Two-Handed Sword, and then these guys right here, the Venom Infused Daggers. And then we never had trouble with the boss ever again, he said confidently, totally knowing that the undead dragon can't be bled or poisoned. Alright, we're going to Seppermeru. Cleanse his corruption. Yeah, this is fine. And then this pathway leads out, I think. We do not need more silver. We do eventually need to go up and get some more, some gold, though. We haven't tried to get gold with our new fancy... Yeah, that is a 3-skull guy. I was right to run away from you. I would say that guy's like never worth it to fight. But I don't know really how to fight them. Their attacks come out so fast and they bleed, and it's a terrible time to fight them, in my opinion. All right, we're almost to Seppermeru. I see it. And then I think when we get to the tavern, we'll take a quick break. I need to refill my drink because I am out. It's gonna take a while to cleanse that corruption anyway. .188 durability. We'll have to see how much each kill is, and we can kind of count out how much durability loss it is, so like how many we can do to kind of get away with it. Because I'll want to have at least 100 durability for that boss, I think, heading up that way. Because we might have to do some killing on the way up. And I don't want to waste a repair kit on this thing, so we can use it for more important items. We could always switch weapons to give Samwise this axe and then take the adventurer blade. Alright. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. Alright, we're cleared. Let's go kill Guy. I can actually see down here. How much durability did that take? One combo does about 4 durability. I'm stuck in the floor. That's fine.
Bright joy of slaying.
We're gonna let Samwise do the heavy lifting. I'm gonna do one combo and then get out. And then let him kill him. Just to kind of save on durability. I say that, and then he gets stuck in the ceiling. Perfect. Are you here this time? All right. How many attempts do we want to give this guy? Samwise is stuck somewhere again. Hey, there's one. Let's go for 2. We'll give it 5 more after now, from now. Let's see what happens. Where is Samwise? He is very lost somewhere. And there goes the music. Okay, something weird's not going on with my game, right? Just switch to nighttime music. Zay Bidol. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. Okay, so that was 1, right? Samwise, are you actually in here this time? Okay. Hey, actually hit him this time. Cyan dye, cool. Okay, so that's 2. We got 3 more. Let's try to get another truncheon. No problem, yeah, I try not to butcher people's names, but you know, it happens. And Samwise is with us again. Oh, weird, when you kill him, the music just cuts out. Maybe I'm getting too close to, it's, B-Dole. B-Dole, okay. That was 3, we got 2 more. Try to get an additional truncheon. Choose connect how much you already took, yeah. Okay, 1 more. We got 1 truncheon, we don't need to be like so greedy. But I would like to get another one, it'd be nice. durability is at 145. It'll be right about 140 after we get this kill. Okay, just the one. Still worth though. Alright, and it's getting light out, so now we go up to the Priest King, and we go up here. I think it's right here. And there should be a way to get in right there. So we'll go up through this desert, the Crown Grove. Add to watch all your video. Have an update. Add to watch all. To have an update. What kind of update? What update are you talking about? I really need to not waste durability. Why did I attack that? Kill this deer I could have easily just run away from. Relic Watcher Rise. There's a lot of iron over here. I don't really go on this side of the map too much. Get up there. This is with the increased climbing speed too. I haven't tried with the climbing gloves and boots yet. I should try them out. Although I usually don't climb enough anywhere to really get a lot of use out of them. The exception would be up to the Fingerfang Rock, which is where? Right there. Yeah, that's Fingerfang Rock. On top of that, there's a guy, and that guy will teach you how to make the climbing gloves at the very least. I think climbing boots as well. My cat just drank out of my coffee. That just means they're gonna get the zips, like real bad. Caffeinated zips. I really hope there's a way up from here. It looks like there is. Sorry, I'm not English. That's okay. I'd like to say that, oh, you found my videos 4 days ago. I would like to see how you arrived to this result, so I watched all on speedrun. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I understand English is not everybody's first language. My dad, actually, English is his second language, so I completely understand. It's just, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying, so I hope you can understand that and be patient with me, because I'm sure it's frustrating when you're trying to say something and there's a communication barrier there. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get ambushed by undead up here? It's okay, thanks. Yeah. I apologize in advance if I am just not understanding what you're trying to say. What was that? I heard a snort. Oh, it's just a deer. Just a deer. This is some sort of entrance. I kind of want to find it just to get it on the map. Because this has got to be a location, right? The King's Niche. So we have the King's Niche right there. The King's... Where is it? Over here. Priest King's Retreat. King's Niche. And then we're going up here. He took kind of a weird route to get to where he is. Assuming that the Priest King is, you know, we're all of these king places are talking about the same guy. Okay, we got wolves in the area. There's a bear down there. I'll stop and kill a bear. Ow! Go get him.
Outsider.
Sumerian steel gauntlets. Nice. And I see your pack. There we go. Cool. Okay, he's already got Sumerian steel gauntlets on. That's good. You can farm the heavy armor off of these guys, which is, you know, we ended up breaking some down. We should have just kept it and equipped our thralls with it. So it's an easy way to get some epic armor. If you can get lucky with the drops, that is. What is this ruin? Is this in anything? Oh, I see. Anything in here? I'll take this stuff. Yeah, sure. Sorry to disturb you guys. Oh, I'm really sorry. I mean, we could sit there and kill those guys. It's not really that big a deal. We're just low on durability for our weapon. Okay, I think he's up this way. These guys we're actually probably gonna have to kill. No attire. Hardened steel shield. Yeah, I think this is the place. Yeah, this is the place. Yeah, we'll take that, sure. Let's drink that potion that makes our follower do more damage. Yeah, there's a ton of wraiths up here. How can we avoid most of them? I guess we can try to run through. I'm not sure if the cave is an instance or not, or if you just walk into it. So I guess I'm not sure how much I want to drag in there.
Yeah.
Leave him at 1 hit point. Just like all my D&D players. Leave all my monsters at exactly 1 hit point. $121. You know, we'll take the pork feast. Sure. Cook pork feast. Don't care about any of this stuff. Let's take them one at a time. Let Samwise take them out. There we go. We could try to harvest these guys for their witchfire, but you know, I just want to get in, get out as much as we can anyway. It's a lot of dudes.
The bright joy of slaying.
You got anything on you? Let's take hardened steel stuff. We have a lot of hardened steel, but I won't argue with getting more. Okay, here we are. Oh, okay, you just interact with it. There he is. There's our guy.
Awoken by a mortal.
He's only got 4,000 health. He's already half dead. This poor guy. Done. Alright, Diadem of the Giant Kings. Diadem is just another word for a tiara. Is there anything even in here? I'm not sure if there's even like a chest in here or anything. It's just that guy hanging out by himself, and that's all he's good for. You go get the diadem, and then you never come here ever again. And that's that. We still have over 100 durability. Don't close on me. Midnight Blue Flower. See them all respawn and bury themselves in the ground. Oh, he's never gonna expect this. So we're like watching them sink into the ground. Easy. So we got the Tears of Two Races. We got the Diadem of the Giant Kings. We have a Scourgestone piece. I think you need multiple of them, and then you need to go talk to the sand guy to make the tablet, or whatever it is. Other than that, we need the, Shining Trapezahedron, the Shining D10, and we need the Star of the Champion, which is on the Undead Dragon. Other than that, oh, and the Witch Queen's Mask. We haven't gone and fought the Witch Queen yet, although the Witch Queen fight, at this point, shouldn't be that difficult. So maybe we can do that at some point. Next week. We can go collect our items. I'm not sure how keen I am on doing the volcano boss, because I don't really care for the volcano boss. And he's kind of a pain in the butt, and I think I was watching some gameplay stuff of Conan since the update, and the person I was watching went and killed them, and it bugged out, and they couldn't finish the fight. So, you know, hopefully that's fixed. Otherwise, we're never gonna get it, because we won't be able to finish the fight. We'll have to spawn it in if we see it necessary, if we're gonna end our playthrough. Which, I mean, we've done a lot. I guess we are coming towards the end of this playthrough, aren't we? I haven't really thought about it, because Conan's one of those things where it's like you kind of make your own fun. There's a definite ending to it. But it's kind of like you play until you don't anymore. So I'm not sure how many dungeons and stuff we're gonna do, or like how much building we're gonna do. I guess I haven't really thought about it. We're gonna have to make a decision at some point, though. But then how will I have my coffee with Conan? We're gonna have to think of something else. Coffee with Ark? Maybe?
Yeah.
I was talking earlier about It's Your Buddy Steve. If you don't know who It's Your Buddy Steve is, go to his Twitch channel and follow him. But he's got a cluster of Ark servers, and we could totally play on one of those servers with him, and get an Ark playthrough going. Get a bunch of dinosaurs. That doesn't have any alliteration, but it does have dinosaurs, so I'd allow it. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, he just said, I was in his stream. I mean, I've been in his stream all this week. I watch his stream while I'm prepping for my own, having my breakfast and getting set up and things. And he was like, you need to come over and play Ark, because he's trying to get his server filled up. And I was like, yeah, maybe after my Conan playthrough. And he goes, oh yeah, probably, because he's raided us a couple of times, so he knows that I stream at least. I don't think he would have an issue with me streaming my gameplay on the servers of his, but I guess I would ask. I guess I would ask first, just because I don't know if that's rude or not. I don't know. I don't know what the etiquette is there. Couldn't hurt to ask though. Otherwise, we could just do a single player game. Worst you can do is say no. Yeah, exactly. What is this? Tall shrubbery. Azura's Glory. Oh, okay. They're just like really big over here for some reason. Alright, whatever. Yeah, but that's totally something that we could do. And I mean, if you like Conan, Ark is sort of similar. The combat isn't as good. But the building is about the same. You still do dungeons. It gets a little more technologically advanced as you play. And some of the dino stuff is fun too. I like to do like dino breeding. Although if we play online, I probably won't be able to do that because I don't want to put that much commitment in an online game. Where I can't control some of the server settings and stuff, because breeding is a chore in that game. You can get some really good stuff out of it, but breeding can be tough. But it's kind of like Pokemon, you know, if you're familiar with playing Pokemon and doing like IV stuff. You know, trying to get your perfect IVs and then building up your EVs. Not EV the Pokemon, but EV effort values. And trying to breed your perfect Pokemon for your team or whatever. That I like doing that. Not for any purpose. I don't play competitively or anything. I just like doing it. My last experience with a handheld Pokemon game, which was Alpha Sapphire. I've since played Sword and Legends. But in Alpha Sapphire, I spent a bunch of time breeding a perfect Growlithe. And then once I got it, I quit. I never played again. I didn't even evolve it or anything. I just got it and was like, good to go. And that was the end of that. Our Edgesmith is done. So was our Leon. Taskmaster 3. So let's go check. Let's go check what our Edgemaster does, and let's go check what our Driver does. Alright. Nordheimer Blacksmith 3, you are retired. Edgesmith. So he doesn't build anything special, but all of the tools he makes and stuff will be extra good. Venom Infused Daggers, we do need a Fragment of Power. Luckily, we can get one of those pretty close. We need Sand Beast Bile Gland, which is a bit of a walk. We can go get those when we go turn in our Nordheimer Hearts to try to get some Yetis. And then otherwise, we need Star Metal and a handle. So that Sand Beast Bile Gland is a little bit of a walk, but otherwise we could do that. So I guess we know what we're gonna do next time we play, because I'm gonna want those. Battle Spatula. Okay, and then we want to check our Driver. So we'll take you out, and we'll put you in here. You can just make chain bindings. Nothing special, nothing fancy. So I wonder what you do. What do you do, Hans the Brute? Why are you special? Other than being a tier 4, is there something else I can put you on? Ending early today? I wasn't planning on it. But running down to the Sand Beast Glands, I mean, I guess we could teleport down closer and grab one to make them. Just planning ahead, yeah, okay. And I guess I could. I don't know what else I'm gonna be doing today. I don't really have time to do anything specific. We could go get another Fragment of Power from Big Bird. I'm a little confused about this thrall, though. Hans the Brute. You can just go in there for now. Alright, let's get you placed. We'll get these guys switched out, since he can't do anything specifically special. Maybe he's just extra good at, dealing with thralls on the wheel. Like, I could see that being a thing, I guess. I want to put these down here so that I can stop messing with the order of my thralls so I know which one is which. Like when I throw multiple Leons in. But yeah, he can be there and do his thing. See, he doesn't. The weird thing is he doesn't look like a taskmaster either. He looks like a crafter of some kind, so I'm not sure. Put our Taskmaster 3 in there, because they can make changes as well. Where's our thrall box? In here, I guess. You know, we got that legendary shield. Where is it? I don't see it actually. Oh, I probably put it back in the box. That was earlier, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So we have these two legendary shields. We could try to break them down in the dismantling bench and see if we get something from them. Because like this stuff I'm never gonna use. We can give this lodestone mace to one of our thralls outside. This should be in the backup here. We already have one in there. So this is just meant to be broken down. I just never did it. Alright, anyway, let's start putting things away. Yeah, those are the only three that we have. We don't need the heart for, getting out. The heart is just a crafting thing. There we go. And we have this truncheon, which I believe we have a hardened... Yeah, we do. We have an advanced blunted weapon fitting for it right here. Perfect. And then we'll put this in here as well. These can go in the box. We should start looking for those in our box. This climbing gear as well. These daggers, I don't really know what to do with. I can just stay down here for now. Bearer pack. I mean, I should just throw this on the ground. I'm never going to use it. The climbing gear, we might. I just don't remember anything that I'm going to require it for, especially now with our very high stamina. We're going to be able to get basically anywhere we want to. Dragon bits we can put in the bench here. That's where we've been storing all of those. We didn't even use one of our potions, I don't think. Nope, we sure didn't. Ton of dragon horns now. What do we get from this? Wood and stone. Not the best, but that's fine. I wanted to see what we would get from this red dragon head. If I can press the right button. Bones and demon blood, it looks like. So nothing crazy. Pork feast. We have our diadem now that can go in here. Special gloves. Let's go look at our Leon. What do your stats look like? Speaking of stats, we need to go check Robert. High strength gain, but kind of low vitality, kind of low other stuff. Leon Robert. Stats. His vitality is 55. He has 55 vitality, and he's getting a bonus of 4,600 health. Whereas our Samwise has a vitality of 63, but his vitality bonus is only 2,500. So I don't understand what's happening there. I don't know why Robert is getting more out of his vitality than this guy is. Like, is that just a special thing with this type of thrall? Like the Sumerian Berserker has taken a penalty to his health for some reason. He's only getting half of the benefit that he normally would. I don't know what's going on here. Like, did that come with the nerfs? Like, that's one way that they nerfed them. Some of the nerfs I really don't agree with. Like, for instance, the Sword of Krom is now, like, completely useless. Because if a thrall wields it, it only does 1 damage. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? It's probably for, like, PvP balance, but still, it sucks. And instead of toning it down and making it do maybe not as much damage, they just made it do no damage, and now nobody will use it. Because the other thing with the Sword of Krom is that every time you swing it, it drains your vitality bar all the way to 0. It uses all of your stamina every time you swing it. So it used to be a super good thrall weapon, because thralls don't care about stamina, and they can just swing away. It doesn't matter. So instead of trying to balance it or something, they just made it completely garbage. And it's irritating to me as a PvE player. Because there's already a bunch of useless legendary items like the shields. Most of the shields. Oh, that's not a potion. We can't throw this stuff in there, though. Throw those guys in there. Oil, I guess we'll just put in here. Oh, chemical base, sure. That in there. We'll throw our volatile glands in there. Grind up these silver coins that we don't need. Do I have Lasting Feast? I do. I have a little bit. 500 stone, that can go right into this furnace. Alright, we're pretty much there. We got some wood on us. How's our torch? We'll just repair it the rest of the way. That's fine. And then you can make more shaped wood. For our garrison blacksmith, we can get all of our tools upgraded. What do those Whirlwind Blades take? 30 star metal, fragment of power, weapon handle. They gotta be like a double. Because all of these, even the two-handed sword only takes 15. This takes 30, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Owaka Ninja 707. What's up? How are you doing? I'm just getting things sort of situated in the base, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, because I am about a half an hour from my normal end time, and I'm not sure if I have time to do anything else, otherwise we're gonna run late. And I have other things to do tonight. Mostly make sure that I am completely ready for our D&D session that is happening tonight. Because I'm DM, so if I'm not prepared, everybody's screwed. We can at least make armor for our Leon. I guess we could take a run through of New Azagarth and look for our armor, because we still don't have a decent one. Otherwise, all these people are good. Since Samwise is now max level. Oh, he's got a bunch of leather on him too. We should probably take somebody else out while we're just running around, unless we're doing something specific, like a boss fight. Then we'll take him with, but otherwise... we need to get the rest of the people around our base leveled up, so when we get purged next time, not everybody dies. So, I guess, I think the Leon that I left by this gate was the best one of the bunch that I have. Yeah, he's got a very decent strength and grit growth chance. His vitality is very high, so with grilled steaks, he's gonna have 96. Chillin', man, doing the same thing at my base. Me and my buddies just started on a new server. I love the beginning of a Conan game. Getting started. I guess that's just not for Conan. I just kind of like that in general. I usually get new character syndrome, so I like making new characters and starting over from scratch. I'm very prone to do that. I've been fighting the urge. Because I can already see, like, oh yeah, I could do things differently in this one. But yeah, starting over is I like it, anyway. Because at this point, it's like, well, what can we do? We could build another base, but we're kind of, like, really set right here. Like, we could do a volcano base. But we really don't need to for any reason, unless we're gonna farm star metal. But we're good on star metal because I totally found those 2 meteors off stream. And didn't, just spawn it in with admin commands. Definitely didn't do that.
Yep.
Come here, you. You're full of tasty meat. So I guess really all we have to do is, like, you know, we could bump up our purge meter and really get the purge going. So we have to deal with that. I would like to do it after we get some of our guys leveled up. But, you know, that's fine. And then we could, like, sit there and defend it. Otherwise, just go do dungeons. And there's only a couple more that we need to do to finish the game. Oh. What else? I'm forgetting to do something, I just don't remember what it is. I guess it's kind of implied by me saying I forgot something. We can finish up the base. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do to it to get it done. Like, our main tower isn't even finished. We just slapped our map room up there and then left it. But, like, this is unfinished. Our little lounge area that we were gonna make is unfinished. We basically just got the walls up and called it good enough. So we can go through and, like, upgrade everything. And finish it out. Make our base a little more finished. Likewise, I love new builds. I've been wanting to DM for Cyberpunk. I've been reading into the lore a lot, and it's actually pretty old and extensive. Lots of work with as far as the characters and the world building. Definitely finish up the base. It's tedious, but it might as well, yeah. I like it, it's just kind of boring to watch, is the thing. Like, I love building. Building's one of my favorite things to do in the game. It's just that while I'm online, I don't want to sit here and build a base. It's kind of boring. It's a little easier to watch if you're in admin mode, because I don't have to like run back and get a bunch of materials and like try to angle it right because I can't fly. I don't know much about the cyberpunk setting. I am more of a fantasy guy. And by more of, I mean like that's my main jam. My D&D world is my own. It's all homebrew stuff that I've been doing for years. Literal years. Not for any particular reason, it's just, you know, world building, again, is one of my favorite things to do. I like creating things, that's what I like the most about doing really anything. I don't know why I'm watching it, helps me build my base also. Yeah. Well, that's good. It's good to know. We did just do a bunch of fighting, I guess. Got our diadem. Got a bunch of fragments of power. All that stuff. Owaka Ninja, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You know what? We got a bunch of other things from Unnamed City, and I'm not exactly sure what they are. Where do we build them at? I want to take a look at them. Like our signposts, our throne, artisan's table, all that stuff. Okay, seems like everything is artisan's table. Colored candles. Standing. Oh, that's what the waymakers are, or waymarkers are. Okay, I was hoping it was like a little cairn, or cairn, I guess. Is it hard to make? Dyes and candle stubs. Stone insulated wood. Oh, I didn't know I could make impaled skulls. Wonder where I got that from. Notes, petrified eggs, signs, many signs. Throne of Skelos, Fragment of Power. I hate that everything requires a Fragment of Power that you learn at the Unnamed City. So it's like, why do you need a Fragment of Power for a seat? Do you stream your D&D sessions? Oka Ninja. Okay. Or you can call me Gabe. I will try to remember Oka Ninja. Because, yeah, we can finish this up. We should have, like, oh yeah, we have 860 knowledge points. So we can get a bunch of decorative things if we wanted to do that. I should grab this Witchfire stuff, because we have that Witchfire powder from the guys. Radium gem. Radium wall torches. I don't know how to make radium, but I have a feeling that it's hard. Probably like Witchfire and Fragments of Power. Otherwise, like, weapon-wise, we'll just go farm legendaries. He doesn't live stream, but I've been trying to convince him to do some campaign diary streams. Yeah. So yeah, we don't live stream D&D, and I probably won't. I don't really, so I love playing D&D. I've been playing D&D for the last 15 years or so. About half of that is DMing, and the other half is being a player. And I tried to watch some D&D, you know, with like Critical Role or Matt Colville. And it turns out I don't like watching D&D. I don't like watching people play. It's so boring. Because if you're not at the table, it's like you have no investment. And it's just a bunch of dudes sitting around in a basement playing a board game. Like, it's like, that's not fun to watch, at least for me. I know a lot of people like it, particularly Critical Role. But I don't. I can't stand it. So I probably would not live stream it. Plus, you know, that's a lot of people involved. Like, my players would have to be okay with it, and there'd be a lot of setup to do, and I just don't think it's worth it. But campaign diaries, however, I do find very interesting. Like, Matt Colville does his campaign diaries talking about his session afterwards. And I find those very fun to listen to. Because now you're telling a story, and it's very, you know, you're actively listening to it. And so that would be something I'd be interested in. I probably wouldn't do it on stream. That would be like an off-stream thing that I would throw up on YouTube. But I do like the idea of doing that. Well, this enhanced gruel stays for a long time. I suppose because it's got to be in the wheel, so gruel tends to stick around for a long time. Anyway, did I place armor on my guy yet? That's what I've been waiting around for. On stream, you could have a fun AMA element. We could do that right now. But nobody knows anything about my campaign, so who knows, it may not even be good. Another thing I really like to do too is so we're talking about my favorite thing to do is create things. I really like to make maps. I love to make maps. And a lot of times I spend way too long making maps, but I've gotten pretty good at it, if I do say so myself. So I could definitely show that off, because I feel like it would be interesting to look at. Anyway, everybody seems impressed anyway when they look at it. Hopefully they're not inflating my ego, and actually it's terrible. That would suck. But yeah, right now we're doing, so we're playing Pathfinder 2e. Because I really like Pathfinder. Pathfinder 1e was my favorite system. We're giving 2e a chance. I really like some parts of it. Some parts I don't care for, so we're homebrewing a lot of it. Homebrewing out the parts I don't like. Homebrewing in new stuff. To include, in our current campaign, we are going to be dealing with, or rather, they are going to be dealing with, nation-to-nation conflicts. So they are going to be running a nation on their own. They haven't quite gotten there yet. Let me set the stage here while I run around and sort of absent-mindedly make things. Uh-oh, I'm out of bricks. But I don't need bricks for insulated wood. So that's fine, actually. Yeah, just iron reinforcements and insulated wood. So my last campaign took place in a country called Avalox. And on the continent where Avalox is, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 other countries nearby. The main ones are Tarkanan, which would be to its north, and Zordrim, which would be to its west. Zordrim are bad guys, and currently Avalox and Zordrim are at war. My last campaign, they kind of played through a little bit of that. They were there when the war started. I kind of suspected them to take part in the war, but then they never did. So now in this new campaign, it's about a year later, and Avalox is losing. And there is a joint war effort between Tarkanan and Avalox to fight off Zordrim, and Zordrim is still winning. So it's a problem. So the setup for this campaign is the Queen of Avalox, because it is a queendom, not a kingdom. Just gotta mix things up a little bit. Gathers the party together and says, hey, you all, I'm gonna basically give you the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm gonna give you a bunch of help, give you a bunch of money to go start your own nation of whatever kind you want. Kingdom, republic, doesn't matter. Whatever you want. But as a payment, you need to help me fight off Zordrum. And the players agree, because they have to. And now they're on their way out to the Bandit Lands. So the Bandit Lands are on the other side of Zordrum, so it's further west. And the Bandit Lands are just a collection of small-time players that have territories that they're trying to hold on. So the whole campaign is going to take place in the Bandit Lands of them trying to take over as much of the Bandit Lands as they can. And some of it's going to be like making alliances while you're out there. Some of it's going to be, you know, a full hostile takeover. Some of it's going to be other stuff. They're gonna have to figure out who their friends are, who they're gonna ally with, you know, what's the best decision. And in the meantime, there are 27 other territories all trying to do their own thing with their own goals in the Bandit Lands. And so to... Oh, damn it. I put that on the wrong side. Interesting, dude. I dig it. Yeah. And so to go along with this, I have made a whole system of running nation-to-nation relationships to add on top of our regular D&D game, which is, you know, it's complex. I'm trying to make it not complex as much as possible, but by its very nature, it's going to have some complexities to it, because there's just so much stuff you can do. So there are rules for, like, doing trade routes. There are rules for your nation-to-nation stuff. I've basically made it so the nations have a stat block, including your own, for different things. So there are 9 positions of power in the government. Each one of my players will represent one of them. And every other nation will have one as well. Depending on who rules, they'll have different priorities. So you have your general, you have a marshal, you have a physician, treasurer, and then all the other ones. Diplomats, yep, there's a diplomat one, and all of them have different jobs, all of them have different powers. Magister is another one. So they each have their own branch that they need to worry about. And depending on what your nation's stats are, that'll basically inform everybody that, like, what your emphasis is. So for example, my nation system works on a D10 system, if you know what that is. If you don't know what that is, it's very simple. It's basically your nations are... How did this happen? Why did you go in the middle? How did I even do that? Okay, sorry. Staircases are so weird in this game sometimes. How a D10 system works, are there different classes? Sort of. So, a D10 system is, your stat is a number, basically 1 through, let's say, 10. And that number represents how many dice you roll when you have to do a roll. So it's not a D20 system where you roll a 20 and then you add a modifier to it. The number is saying how many dice you get to roll. And then on the D10s, on an 8, a 9, or a 10, that is a success. And so you count successes. That's how a D10 system works. So it's pretty simple. It gives you something to do with your D10s. You get to roll a bunch of dice at the same time, which is always fun. Everybody likes to roll dice. And then when you do conflicts, if you have a nation-to-nation conflict, you both roll dice, and whoever has the most successes is the victor. of whatever you're trying to do. Now, you were talking about classes, so each one of my players has a regular player class. If you're familiar with fantasy tabletop, it's all of the regular ones. You have your fighter, you have your barbarian, you have your bard, wizard, sorcerer, magus, you know, you name it. All of those are there, and that's Pathfinder 2e stuff. The classes for the, I guess, if you want to call it classes, for the government roles are what we were talking about. You have your general, your marshal, treasurer, those 9 positions, and then that will tell you what is important to you. Sounds like a big table. Player-wise, we have 4 players and then me, so 5 of us. If you're talking about literally a big table, probably. So, I was talking about how I like to make maps. I have a digital version of the map that I'm working on, which is completely accurate. I have it on a hex grid. No, okay, you'll be able to appreciate this. So, one of the positions is a spy master, and the spy master has a lot of things that they can do. One of the things that they can do is scout an area to see, for instance, where the cities are. What is the landscape look like? What other things are they doing? And depending on how well they do during their recon, they will get a better and better map version. So the first level is the hand-drawn map that I'm making, which is an imperfect map, but it's very tactile. So it's enough to position, like, okay, so it's going to show you the different countries around you. I think the starting area that the players are going to be in once they take over is surrounded by, or it contacts 5 different countries. And they won't know what any of it looks like, so they're going to have to send out their spies to do this, to cartographize? I don't know if you can use that as a verb, but that's what they're going to be doing to figure out what the place looks like. The level 2 is the digital version, but without the hex grid. So it is a completely accurate map, but they won't know distances as well as they could. Tier 3 is you get the hex grid on top, and the hex is, every hex represents 12 miles, and I have a bunch of rules that I created in the previous campaign that I did to say how far each hex is, like overland travel and things like that, which will be pretty important for nation-to-nation stuff, because you're going to have to move your armies around at some point. Or merchants, or, you know, trade routes, or whatever. You know, you're going to have to know how far away stuff is, so you can have that accurate information to do whatever you're doing it is. And so that part I'm pretty excited about. I suspect it will go over well, but who actually knows? Everybody likes different things. That's the sort of thing that I like. I was just looking from the outside. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. But it needs a balcony. Any tips on DMing? Oh boy. So many. How much experience do you have DMing? Let me ask that first. Also, any sources I can learn. Matt Colville. Go look up Matt Colville's YouTube videos and watch them. I don't agree with everything that he says, but he does give a lot of really good advice. None. Okay. Let's see, where to start. Why can't I put this here? Why do you vex me so? Maybe I can do it from the outside. So first thing I would say is, there are a lot of things that you can do to trick your players into believing that you are a lot more prepared than you actually are. So, in the system that I'm talking about, you don't have to have everything completely finished. because your players are only going to interact with one thing at a time, right? So you don't have to get this whole world built if you're going to homebrew stuff. So my recommendation to you would be to start small. Start with like a singular town, or yeah, I would start with one town, and then figure out your town. Don't make it a big town or anything. Make it a small town, and then you can kind of go from there. You can figure out what's in the surrounding areas, what are the important things, who are the important people there, what sort of government do they run, like local government. You know, who are the powerful people? Is there a noble in town? Do they own something important? When you start doing this, and starting really small, because, you know, there might be one, maybe two nobles there, and they might have one business. You know, maybe they have an apiary and a meadery. So you have an apiary to get your honey, and then you have a meadery to brew mead. And that is sort of their special thing. That will give you more life into the town. And then that can also tell you, well, what sort of problems would they have? As a noble, it might be something with their lands. You know, maybe something is screwing with the bees, killing the bees. And that's not good. That's not what you want. It could be that the noble is not a good guy, but they have this great resource that is keeping the town alive. So right there you have some interesting problems that could create, of like, you can't really get rid of him, you have to work with him. But he's not really a good dude, and he's not very cooperative. At least in the way that the players want them to be. My most important piece of advice that I can give you: whatever you decide to do, make sure not to take away players' agency. And if you don't know what that means, let me explain. You should never control what your players are doing, like directly. You should never force your players' hands into doing something. Like, don't take control of them. Don't say this happens and don't give them a chance to react to it, you know, because they're playing. Players want to have a part in the story. It's a cooperative storytelling game, and that's where it really shines. And players want to do stuff. And the one thing that they can control is their character, where the DM controls everything else. So let them have that. Don't take it away from them. They may only have like one real option. That's fine. You can back them into a corner if you want to. Sometimes that's good, but don't force their hand. Try not to say you can't do that unless it's completely ridiculous of what they're asking. You know, they say, I want to try to roll an acrobatics to jump over this building, and you say you can't do that. You are a regular human person. Nobody can jump over a building. That's completely ridiculous. I don't care if you roll a 20, you can't do it. If they roll a 20, you say, okay, you can get up to the roof, no problem. But you can't jump over. Like, that's not in the realm of possibilities. Without some supernatural thing going on. But otherwise, let them do their thing. You know, sometimes they'll ask really weird stuff like, can I punch the noble in the face? You can say, you can. If you're nice, you'll follow it up with, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. And so that would be my number one piece of information, would be to don't take away the player's agency, because nobody finds that fun. If you have an idea for an adventure and the players start doing it differently than what you wanted, you're just going to have to learn to roll with it. As a DM, you're going to have to learn how to improvise. Don't be afraid to say, okay, I hadn't really planned for this, so I'm going to need a minute to figure it out. You guys talk amongst yourselves while I figure out what to do. Especially early, that's completely fine. Everybody understands, or at least they should. If they don't understand, maybe look for different players. There is a limit to that, of course. The follow-up to that being, if you have something planned for your adventure, and the players decide to be dicks about it, and be like, well, we don't want to do that, we're going to go over this way. And then you just have to say, well, I don't have that planned out yet, this is the adventure that I had planned, can we please just, you know, play along and do this, because DMing is a lot of work. Their response should be, oh yeah, for sure. And not anything else inflammatory. That's not a you problem, that's a them problem. Another trick that you can do, though, is if you have like multiple pathways that they can do, say there are like 3 different adventures, and they decide to not do any of them and then like go down the road to the next town or whatever, just pick up that adventure you had and put it in that town, and they'll never know the difference because they never interacted with it. They don't know that you just moved that whole adventure over here instead. Like that cave entrance, you just whoop, you know, okay, that's like 30 miles this way now. They won't know the difference. I see what you mean. I want to build a plot in Night City, and instead of players being bound to classes and giving them the option to build their characters with cybernetics and BioWare and, to get through conflicts. I also want to know how to quick hacks in combat as well, almost acting as spells. So if you're planning to do a I'm gonna have to make a staircase up to get to the attic. My camera just shut off. What, it's 2? Okay, this is gonna be... Oh, you know what I could do, actually? Is I could totally make a ladder. So don't feel like you have to use a certain system either. There are a ton of systems out there of varying difficulties to play. So if you're going to do a cyberpunk style game, I would not recommend playing D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, or Pathfinder. There are other things that are going to be better for you. What those are, I can't tell you because I don't really do sci-fi. I just stick to fantasy, and so regular D20 systems have always been just fine. I think I have to put a wall here, don't I? And then build this over top of it. Yeah, there we go. Can I build a ladder? Do I not know how to build a ladder? I should... yeah, right here. Construction hammer. Oh, it's special in over here. Okay. Wood branch twine. Now, if you wanted to use a fantasy system, but just in the future, you can do that. You're just gonna have to homebrew some stuff. And I would recommend not doing too much homebrew to start with. You should, especially as you're getting your bearings as a DM, because there's going to be a lot of things to learn. You're going to have to learn a lot of rules as is. And if you try to make a system without knowing how the rules work in practice, you could do something that you're going to eventually hate and change anyway. So I would get used to the system before you make any changes to it. For instance, for Pathfinder 2e, when we switched to it, even though I'm a very experienced DM, we waited a bit to homebrew anything because we didn't know how the system itself was going to play out. So we gave it a chance, and then after a while, we were like, okay, there are some things that we don't like about it, let's change those. Yeah, in the 90s, there was a game similar to D&D called Cyberpunk, and that's what eventually led to CD Projekt Red getting the rights to making the game. Oh, no kidding. I didn't know it started as a tabletop RPG. You could also do, well, no, not really. I take it back. I second that. I ran my first campaign last year and found homebrewing to be surprisingly overwhelming. That's awesome, even if it's not 100%. What you want, it should be a strong starting yeah, it should be a strong place to start. I completely agree. Also, some more advice. We're pretty much done here. I'm wrapping up. But I have a couple more pieces of advice for you for a beginner DM. Number one, you're gonna make mistakes. That's just gonna happen. Just accept that. Just accept that you're going to make mistakes, and your life will be easier. There is a point where you shouldn't share things with your players, like some behind-the-scenes stuff, because, you know, a lot of those can be like little secrets for you, like where the magic happens, and you don't want to let them in on the secret. You want to keep them guessing. Oh, how is he doing that? Or, you know, like, that was so cool when this happened. You know, it was totally unexpected, and you were planning it the whole time, and you're like, yep, totally unexpected. Just let them have it. Just don't let them. Don't tell them. Or the opposite of like, oh man, they must have been planning this the entire time, and you were like, I made that up on the fly. Or the player has a really good idea, and you go, that's a better idea than I had, and then you just use that instead, and don't tell them. Don't tell them you changed it. Just let them believe that they figured it out, because it makes them feel super smart. And it works for you too, because you're like, it was a good idea. So there's no reason to not do that. Don't be afraid to do that. And then just don't tell them. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. Don't feel bad about it. Don't try to have a quote-unquote perfect game, because it will never happen. Some games are gonna be good. Some games are gonna be bad. Even me, who have been playing for a long time, like, stuff still happens. You still find yourself in a slog sometimes, and that's just how it goes. Or, you know, there's an argument at the table over something. Some people had somebody somewhere misunderstood what was going on. Most of the time that would be me, but sometimes it's a player. Really? And have good communication with your players is another thing. Have good communication with your players, saying, you know, this isn't quite ready yet, or I need more time to do this. Don't try to scramble ahead if you don't need to. Because they want to go do something, and you're like, okay, that's fine if you want to go do that, but I need to prepare it. And then get it prepared. This is going to sound kind of contradictory, but another thing is, don't be afraid to start playing. Don't try to get everything ready, and then you're working on it for like a year and a half, 2 years, and you're still getting things ready because, you know, well, what if they discover, you know, my lore from 560 years ago, and I'm not going to have an answer for them? You're like, it doesn't matter. You got a long time before you got to worry about that, and there are more important things to do before you do that. But just playing is fine. You don't gotta make it super complex. Depending on the system, especially for D&D, players just like going out and killing monsters and getting treasure, and that's totally fine. But yeah, keep good communication with your players. If you gave them something that's too strong, talk to them about it. Say, you know, like, I didn't realize that was going to break my entire game, so can we scale this back? Can I exchange it for this item instead? Say you are a level 3 magus, and you give them a +3 Shocking Burst Greatsword, which happened to me as a player, And I was like, are you sure? And they said yes. And then I completely ruined their game with it because that's a dangerous thing to give a magus. And the opposite is also true. You know, if you give them an item and it's not as strong as it used to be, just give them more loot on the next one. And that's totally fine. So, there's a lot of advice that I can give. But that's going to be later stuff. So, main takeaways, don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. It happens. Be honest with your players. But don't give away your secrets. And try not to take away their agency. And try to remember that the whole reason that everybody's there is to have fun. And after that, you should be totally fine. Had a great time hanging out. Thanks for the advice. Check out Matt Colville's YouTube, and watch his. He's got a whole system for he's got a whole video series for new DMs. And that's going to give you a lot of information to at least chew on. With that, I'm going to call my game. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will be back on Tuesday, normal time. I suspect if that changes, I'll post it on my Twitter or something. But it was fun playing. Hope you guys had fun watching. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you next week. See ya.